Continue to track very dry and breezy conditions for the end of our weekend. We've seen even fire weather kicking up across mid-Missouri, so it's very important to reduce burning here. As you can see, for the past month, most of mid-Mo has received less than 50% of our rainfall. In our southern counties, less than 5% in some areas. That is extremely dry ground, and we have a lot of blustery winds over that dry air, and so we're going to continue to follow, again, more of those fire weather conditions throughout the end of the weekend. We've had a lot of that activity over the last couple of days here. Had a fire out in Cooper County, also up in Brunswick and down to Phelps County with some of those largest ones, but even just more minor brush fires throughout other parts of mid-Missouri. It is, again, very important to reduce that burning as much as you can here in the coming days. We've even seen over 20 buildings actually destroyed from this fire in Cooper County. So again, want to reduce that burning as much as you can. This is likely going to just continue throughout the rest of today as we're still dealing with those blustery winds. You can see those wind gusts will likely stay steady to near 30 miles per hour. This is even a bit higher than we had Saturday. Again, that's just more reason not to get anywhere near any fires here for the end of the week. And we'll still see otherwise an identical temperature trend to our Saturday as well. We're back to those lower 80s here. We had a warmer start to the morning, but as some clouds fill in throughout the afternoon, that's going to kind of mitigate that warm up again to just round us out to about exactly where we were yesterday. Just a good idea to stay hydrated while we're still almost summer-like with those temps getting into the 80s here. But also, we'll be finally tracking some moisture flowing back into mid-Mo in the coming days. Those winds that I was talking about gusting to near 30 miles per hour are luckily moving out of the south, so that is what's going to actually bring some moisture already by this afternoon, possibly getting about a sprinkle or two, but not really seeing any relief from that quite yet. It's really this Monday and Tuesday round that we'll be tracking here for some soaking rain. You'll see this on future track again. Very hard to pick out this afternoon. We're not going to get any relief, and that's not going to mitigate that fire danger. So definitely need to stay cautious if you do plan to get any burning underway, but overall definitely want to stay away from that here for the end of the weekend. It will still stay mild overnight thanks to those southerly winds, but almost not seeing any temperature changes through our Monday. Once we bottom out near those upper 60s and low 70s, that's where we'll be stuck here as you'll finally notice some rain moving in from the west. This is by mid-morning where those initial showers hit our western counties, but we'll see this really fill in quickly by the morning, or excuse me, by the early afternoon. That's as that cold front finally arrives, and you'll notice even some of these more intense red shades. That's as we're anticipating some heavier storms out of this system, so you will want to stay weather aware. Not really expecting any severe potential with this system, but definitely will see some heavier rain and a lot of thunder and lightning out of these storms here. That's even going to continue for most of the day. This is by dinner time, by about 6 to 7 p.m. We still have this line of heavy storms. It finally begins to push east, it looks like, by late Monday. We are all set to receive this soaking round of rain, so you'll certainly need to stay prepared for that early in the week, and even could deal with this into Tuesday. We'll have to watch as some low pressure tracks along this boundary here. If that does stick around our area, we could get another round of that for Tuesday. It's likely, though, that we'll just round out to around 1 to 2 inches of rainfall here. You'll see those highest amounts are down to the south. This is where that low pressure is tracking, and the further north we can get that, certainly the better here as we're dealing with that fire danger and very dry conditions across mid-Missouri here. For the end of the weekend, we'll still see temperatures today again near those 80s, so you need to make sure you're staying hydrated, but much more seasonal behind those rain chances for the rest of the week.